Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Vanessa. This is Nessa CX Beauty, and today's video is going to be focusing on the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Vault collection. This is the bundle and I bought it for $49 on the Morphe website, and I paid $54 for it, which included tax and shipping, but I also used code JACATAC to get 10% off of this bundle, which was a great deal. You can also get this at Morphe stores and Ulta stores. And that's just some information for you guys if you guys want to purchase these palettes. So for this video, I'm going to be doing a look per palette. So I'm doing 4 different looks. This is actually one of the looks. This is my last look for the Bling Boss Palette, which is the purple palette of this vault. To make it easy for you guys, if you guys are looking for one palette, and you guys are only interested in one palette, I'm gonna have all of my looks time-stamped below so you guys can just watch the palette that you want. So if you guys don't want to watch all 4, you have that option, and if you do want to watch that 4, that's great for you and that's great for me, and I hope you guys enjoy all of this. But before you guys start watching, I just wanted to disclose something. Throughout the video, you will see me using the same exact brushes for each look, and I just wanted to show you guys something called the blank slate, and this is a brush color swap pad. So basically, if you use an eyeshadow like color with a brush and you want to use that brush again, you just put it in here. It takes off all of the product and then you can reuse that brush immediately. So that's what I've been using, and this is a lifesaver because I don't have that many eyeshadow brushes and I love eyeshadow, and this was like $3 at TJ Maxx. So this is my helping hand throughout this video. Without further ado, I just want you guys to watch the video and let me know what you guys think down below. Which one did you like the most and which one are you planning on buying? Let me know. I hope you guys like this as much as I liked creating it, and let's just get started. So the first palette that we're actually going to be digging into is the Dark Magic palette, and this is cool tone greens, blues, there's a silver, and there's a black. So this is her like darker palette out of all of the palettes that she came out with. And this is the look I created. I'm just going to recreate it on this eye so then we can see how everything blends through this video. And so, like always, I already have my P. Louise eye base on. And I already have concealer on the bottom because since we're doing 4 palettes, I don't want to do my entire face until the last palette. So I just feel like putting concealer and doing my lower lash line actually will help, I guess, expedite the process. So we're just gonna put our tape on like always, and that's gonna be our guide. So the first thing that I did for this eye was go into Potion, and I used Potion as my transition shade, so that's what you see up here in my crease, and that's what I'm about to put on my crease. We're just gonna keep building this up. To our heart's content. Alright, so now that that green is all laid out and formulated, I'm going to be blending out the top later, so don't worry about that. I just wanted to lay this green on. The second color I actually went into was Inside Job, which is the darker green of the palette, and I put it on my outer corner under the green that I just laid. So I'm going to go into Inside Job using the e.l.f. contour brush for your eye. I'm going to be placing it right here. Just placing it, like dabbing it. Up until like the inner third of the eye. Then we're going to go back into the potion color that we used on our crease and blend those two colors in together. What I did after that was basically blend the top of it so it doesn't look too harsh going into my eyebrow. And I did this in circular motions, adding no extra product. Alright. So we are all blended out. The next thing that I'm going to do is take my P. Louise eye base and put it on the inner portion of my crease and basically cut my crease. And I use just a flat brush like this, a tiny flat brush. Since I do have hooded eyes, I put the concealer a little above my crease, so when I actually look straight ahead, you can actually see the color that I'm putting there. Alright, so that looks about even. The next thing that I did was take this Diane brush, it's a flat shader brush, and I went into the color Power Cut, which is the silver in the entire palette. And then I just packed it in. Then to get the green and the silver to blend in, I took my e.l.f. contour brush again and went into Inside Job again and basically just tapped where they meet. And then So then lastly, for the top of my eyes, I blended in the potion color again, since we added more of Inside Job up here. All right. So then we're gonna move on to our lower lash line. Take this tape off. That already has its own form because of the tape. And the first color that I actually dug into was Inside Job again for my lower lash line, so I'm just gonna redo that, which is this green color again. And that's, I just packed that on to my under eyes. And then because I wanted to use a different shade from the palette, I went into the blue, which is called Busted, and put that on my under eyes as well. And then blended it to not have like such a harsh line on the bottom. Alright, and then lastly for this look, I put Power Cut on the inner tear duct with my Real Techniques brush. Alright, and that is the finished eye look using the Dark Magic eyeshadow palette from the Vault. So I did throw on eyeliner and mascara to show you guys how both of the eyes look completed, and that is my Dark Magic eyeshadow palette tutorial. And the next palette that we are about to review is Armed and Gorgeous, so continue watching if you want to see that. Now we're just going to dig into the Armed and Gorgeous palette. So I use a similar technique that I did use with the Dark Magic palette, but I just want to show you how the colors work and blend. And just a heads up, I did struggle more with this palette than I did with the Dark Magic palette. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about purchasing these. So the first thing that I used was the color Access, which is this orangish yellowish shade. And I used that as my transition color with a fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna build that up. For my outer corner, I did use the brown color called Prowl. And I just used my e.l.f. contour eyeshadow brush. And I just stamped it. Oh, wrong color. Yeah. Alright, so then I'm just gonna blend those two in without more product. And then at this point, I realized that I wanted an orange shade to be on top of the transition color, so I did go into Secure with the same brush and went over it. we're just gonna keep going. Until we're nice and blended out. Alright, so the next thing I did is cut my crease again with my P. Louise base in Rumor. Again with a flat brush. And don't worry about the brown, we're just gonna reapply it. Alright, and then I went into the color Guilt Trip. With and then we're just gonna go back into the brown, which is Prowl, with the same brush that we used before, and blend that into Guilt Trip. Then we're just gonna take the fluffy brush again with Secure, because I feel like I need to build this up a bit. I'm just gonna go into Guilt Trip again with the same brush. And then with no extra product, I'm just gonna blend again. And then we're just gonna take this off and work on the bottom eyelash. So I used a pencil brush and I went into Guilt Trip again and put it right in my inner tear duct all the way to the middle of my eye. And then I literally connected the top to the bottom. And then with the same brush, I'm just gonna go into Prowl. And then to mix Prowl and Guilt Trip, I go into Secure again. And that is the eye completed on this. I'm just gonna throw on the eyeliner and the mascara and show you guys how it looks put together. Okay, I threw on my eyeliner and mascara, and this is the completed look using this eyeshadow palette. The first time that I used this, I did have trouble blending this, but recreating it on camera was totally different. It blended out way better than it did the first time. For I don't know what reason, I used the same exact brushes, But the next palette that we're going to be digging into is the Ring the Alarm palette. Now we're just going to dig into the Ring the Alarm palette. And again, I did a cut crease. The first color that I dug into was Rush on this fluffy brush. And I just put it in my crease. After that, I went into Alert and basically just made it more deep since they're in the same color family. After that, I went into Framed with my e.l.f. Contour C brush and put this color on my outer corner, right under Alert and Rush. Okay, and then we're just gonna go into Alert again and blend these two colors. I think I'm gonna put more Alert in. More Framed in. Just packing. And then going again to Alert and blending. And then I went and I took my P. Louise base again on my hand and cut the crease. I'm really working on my cut creases today. And then on my P. Louise base, I placed On Camera, which is the gold shade in this. And I used the other side of the Anastasia dual-ended brush that comes with all of their kits, their palettes. And I just packed that wherever I placed my P. Louise eye base. After that, I went into Framed again, but with a smaller, more defined brush, and went right over and into my inner corner with the Framed color, outlining my cut crease. And I'm just gonna blend it out with this fluffy brush with no added product. Now I'm gonna add some product. I'm gonna put a little bit more of Alert and blend that in. Okay. And after that, I'm about to take the pencil brush and sweep on camera into my under eye. But in the inner fourth and nowhere past right here. Like where your eyeball starts, do not pass there. Alright, and that is that. I recreated here. I'm gonna throw on the eyeliner and mascara. So that is my look using the Ring the Alarm palette. Last but not least, we're gonna head into Bling Boss, which is the purple palette of the collection. Alright, so we're gonna be going into the Bling Boss palette, and I did a halo cut crease for this one, which means that the cut crease is in the middle and not starting from the inner corner. And I did not do my lower lash line because I am going to be doing my full face and talking to you about what I feel about all of the palettes after I do this look. So what I did to start off this look is go into the color Hush Hush with a fluffy blending brush and use it as my transition shade. And as the shade that I put above it, I used Rockstar, which is this purple shade. Alright, and for my two corners, my inner corner and my outer corner, I used my e.l.f. Contour C brush, and I just pat sparks on both corners. Then after that, I blended sparks into the crease. So now we're going to be taking the P. Louise eye base, putting it on our hand again, and doing our cut crease, but in the middle of our eye instead of starting from here. It's gonna be right here. And after we got that in the middle, I took Pizzazz, which is this color right here, and put it on the edges of the cut crease. And I'm just going to use this Real Techniques lip brush, actually. Dig into Pizzazz and blend it on the corners. So not going fully into our cut crease. And then I'm also rounding this color from the top, like this. Alright. And then with this side of the dual-ended brush, I'm going to go into Ballsy. And I did have to wet this brush to get it to the opacity that I wanted. And I put it in the center of my cut crease. And then because some of Pizzazz is gone, we're gonna go right back into Pizzazz with the lip brush and go right over and blend Pizzazz into it. And since we lost a little bit of spark, I'm gonna go back into my e.l.f. brush and repack it onto my corners. And then I'm just gonna take this brush, the fluffy brush, go back into Rockstar, tap it off because we don't want a lot of product, and just blend everything into the crease. And that is how I made that look. So I'm gonna do my entire face, come back, do my lower lash line, and let you know what I feel about all of the palettes. So I'm back and I finished with my entire face. I accidentally put a hole into Rockstar, so I'm very upset right now, but I'm gonna finish with my lower lash line and then let you guys know what I think about the palettes. So I'm just gonna go with the pencil brush and pick up Rockstar, the, you know, shade that I messed up, and put her right in here. She's pigmented. She's also broken, but I'll live. And then I'm just gonna blend her out. And then the same thing for the other eye. And then in my inner corners, I'm going to put Ballsy. And that is my finished look with this palette. It looks better than all the other ones because I actually have my face on and my lashes on, but I'm highly content with how this turned out. And this was Bling Boss. My final thoughts on this collection. I think that I made a good decision in buying all 4 of them. Initially, I just wanted to buy Armed and Gorgeous, but I realized that I just wanted to buy all 4 palettes at the end, like when I was checking out. So I'm really happy because my two favorite palettes ended up being Dark Magic and Bling Boss, and that's the green palette and the purple palette. So I'm really happy that I bought all four, because if not, I wouldn't have been able to experience those two palettes. And I feel like this look and the green look are my two favorite looks out of all four that I have done today. And I just think they're quality products, and if you just want one, you have the option of paying $15. If you want all four, you have the option of paying $49, and I think that's great value. I can't recommend this product enough. I'm so happy that I got my hands on this, and I do like it more than the original Jaclyn Hill palette, which is saying a lot. She said that these are the same formula, but I think these are better. I think they're more pigmented and easier to work with, not gonna lie. So take what you will from my review. I hope you liked it. I hope you subscribe, and I hope to see you soon on my channel. Have a great night. So I'm back, and I did my entire face. Oh,